Alright, I wanted to look at a game I had on Talishar against Viserai. Sideboarding the Alluvian. I'm not sure which arm piece I want to use. Putting in some blues for Arcane Barrier. Putting in Ice Bolts. I've been hearing good things about Ice Bolts. And Winter Spite. No. Did I put that in? I didn't even think that's supposed to be in the deck, actually. Yeah, I guess that's what I did. And the Oasis Respite probably wanted the Sink Belows there. So there's a good thing to learn off the get-go. But let's see what kind of mistakes I made and how I can improve. Been playing on Talishar for a little while. So we've got a Mavrian Skies here. Red Mavrian Skies. So at this point, let's see. This is my opening hand. I'm keeping that Insidious Chill. That card's real good, especially against an aggressive deck. So we've got pretty much I'm prepared to block with anything in my hand except for Insidious Chill. Aether Ice Vein's obviously great, especially if I can play the Chill and put it in Arsenal or something. Put the Ice Vein in Arsenal, but that's not really going to happen on turn 0. I'm just prepared to start blocking. So we block 6 here. I wonder if I take 2. Surely Rosetta's coming in. No, they passed the turn. Okay. It may not have been the best setup for blocking, but I got rewarded, I think. So I have 2 Ice Veins in my hand. I'm fine with pitching one of them. It looks like my thought process is to keep the Ice card, the Cold Snap, in the Arsenal is my guess. Now I'm pitching the Cold Snap so I can keep the Ice Vein in Arsenal. That makes sense. Then I'm going to have something to fuse next turn. Get a card or 2 out of their hand. And their pitching on their turn is so good for me. So they're going into their turn now with a 3-card hand. Yeah, I'm very happy about that. And then they play a Read the Runes. So they don't even use their, or they only use their action point to do that, which is fine with me when you see these Ice Veins in my hand and another Chill. Yeah, it's looking real good. So I can tell I'm happy about where this match is starting. And obviously I'm going to play this red Ice Vein, but I almost certainly I start making mistakes. So I want to keep the Chill in hand, fuse with the Chill. So you get 5 coming at you. Let's see how they block. This is great. Okay, so they discard 1. They might discard another, which is awesome. They might just pitch. They could probably pitch a blue here, take 1, discard. Or, I mean, pay 1 for the Arcane and then just pay 2. Which, yeah, that's exactly what they do, actually. So another turn, they're going in, 3-card hand. I'm very happy about that. Did I Waning Moon them? I bet you... Okay, so I didn't Waning Moon them. Yeah, and now they're coming at me. So we've got 6, I think. 6 Arcane plus the Destroy Insidious Chill if this hits. And now I have to prevent these Rune Chants immediately. I think if you're playing on the board, or if you're at a table, I think you have a chance to respond to these Rune Chants. So I just start taking them. Why am I doing that? Well, I've got cards that I want to use in my hand. I've got 3 Ice Veins I can just use. I haven't used 1. So 7 coming at me. And I just took 6? And now I'm thinking, why did I just take 6? Just going to block 3. Let them take the chill. I know I have another chill. Yeah, I think it's because I want to keep this red Ice Vein in my hand, and I want to keep the chill. Otherwise, I would block with the Hypothermia and the Ice Vein, keep the chill out, or keep the chill in my hand. So I didn't play the blue from Arsenal because they didn't have any cards that they could discard to. So yeah, I could have dealt 3 damage. But on my turn now, I can still push 5 with the red Ice Vein, fusing it with the Hypothermia, or fusing it with the chill, excuse me. We could also just play the chill. Yeah, that's what I end up doing. Oh, but I get rid of... Okay, I'm optimistic about the second cycle in this matchup, it seems. I don't think I should be that optimistic on a aggro matchup. But I probably did this to get the red out of my hand, expecting more Arcane, and because I know I have an Ice Vein in Arsenal. Now we see the Channel Lake Frigid in my hand. Yeah, play Mordred Tide. Seems like a good time to punish. So I pitched the Aether Hail. Aether Hail might be... That might be a card I want to keep in my hand, because Cold Snap is a 2-block. I'm probably going to Arsenal the Channel Lake Frigid. I assume I'm just going to hope they don't do anything on their turn and play Freezing Point. It might be just very optimistic of me to keep Freezing Point in my hand. Oh, yeah. So they're coming in, looks like for 10, basically. So I'm going to pitch, start blocking Rune Chance. And surely I block here, right? Surely I block at least 3. Yeah. They still have a resource, so here comes that... yeah. It's so punishing playing against them. I've taken a lot of damage just from Rune Chance this turn. And now I'm so committed to having this Channel Lake Frigid. I've got the Insidious Chill. My thought process here, this is the time I have to lose life to set up a board state that can gain me an advantage. So I took a lot of damage there. It's possible... I don't know if I could have taken less. Get the CLF in the Arsenal. Very much ready to play it after whatever it is they decide to do here. The Vexing Quillhand, a card I actually... Yeah, okay, it creates 2 Rune Chance. I don't think it's something I'm used to seeing. I wonder if they were baiting me here. Play that just to see what I'd respond with. Looks like I dropped the Winter's Bite. In favor of keeping 3 blocks in my hand. All right, they've got the Gloom Veil coming in. This is a card that terrifies me. Oddly enough, it's not terrifying on this turn. When they have 6 Rune Chants out already, this card is very scary. But yeah, I think I'm just overly cautious against this card in general. I don't remember what I did here. My double blocking. Yeah, blocking 5. That may have been too cautious. Surely they're coming in with the Rosetta. Oh, and this is just a Rosetta for 2. Huh. Do I use the gauntlet here? I am at 10, so yeah, I think that's probably fine. Seems weird. It seems like Gauntlet's probably better off against another Swarming Gloom Veil, or I think it's the Runic Reclamation, whichever the 7 attack one is. And so I take a card out of their hand instead of having an arsenal. That is maybe not great. I could have kept Ice Vein in the arsenal, or Aether Hail, excuse me. They would have been coming at me with a 5-card hand. Oh, I needed to do it to keep the Channel Lake out, of course. Another quick turn from them. They leave me with a big hand. I'm happy about that in general. But I want to keep the Channel Lake Frigid out. So I think the play here is to pitch 2 ice cards somehow. I'm realizing, so I think what I do is Ice Bolt and Waning Moon, and I pitch 2 blues to do that. I think maybe coming in with the Freezing Point, pitching the red Ice Bolt, and then a blue Aether Hail, infusing with the Winter's Bite. Maybe that was I think that was the better play. It still gets 2 ice cards into the pitch zone, and then it leaves me with a 0-cost ice arsenal card. And I'm also assuming I'll have a free Waning Moon trigger next turn since they have Rune Chance up. I'm probably going to block one of them. So I think this is just full on wrong here. I think I play the Freezing Point, pitch the red and the blue, fuse with the Winter's Bite, Arsenal the Winter's Bite. So let's see how that messes with my gameplay here. I think I'm trying to do some math. What can I get out? Because I'm going to need to keep 2 cards. There's 2 ice cards. 3 ice cards, excuse me. So I could try to keep CLF out one more turn. And let's see if that's the play I make. I don't believe that's the play I make. Yeah, because this is just coming in for lethal damage here. Yeah. And there I am with my hypothermia. I remember what happens now. I'm thinking hypothermia will get them to slow down. That's all fine. So we're coming in with Shrill. I had to block some some Rune Chant Arcane. So it wasn't, well, it would have been 9 damage total, I think. I would have been at 1. I did a lot of blocking here. I think I goofed on the previous turn. I'm putting this freezing point in Arsenal. Play the Hypothermia, and I'm so proud of this play. I'm like, yeah, no go again for you. And I think this has happened to me before. Lead the charge. Who cares about go again when you have action points? So disappointing. And then I have this Blizzard and another Hypothermia in hand. It's adding insult to injury here that I have all these cards that say no more go again. And all I can do is accept that you have another action point now. Such a bummer. Oh, I'm popping Striders here. Okay, I want to fuse something. Yeah, see. I made a huge misplay, and now it's leading to a lot more misplays. This is fine to get a card out of their hand, but they still have 3 cards, even if I take 1. And they have 2 action points and 3 cards. I'm sure that they can deal lethal damage. And the freezing point's only coming in for 6. And they have the Tunic resource up, so I'm not really pushing anything here. So I kind of, I think I baited myself here. I think I probably could have spent this turn just blocking. But I broke Striders to push 6 damage and strip 1 card from their hand. Yeah, not ideal. So that leaves me with 8 resources now to block Rune Chants and 4, 5, 6 blocking power for physical damage. I just kind of made it harder on myself to live through this turn, thinking stripping cards was the answer. But it dealt 6 damage. It got them down to 20. Half of their life total now. Making good progress here. Spellblade Assault for 2. I probably block with the Cornet Peak here is my guess. Either that or the Cold Snap, I think, is what I decide to block with. Because I think I arsenal this Hypothermia as some sort of gotcha next time they try to have go again. Yeah, just block with the headpiece here. Activate Constellus, Waning Moon. 3 more damage. So trying to push 9 damage this turn. Looks like they got 1 floating anyway. They want to use that. Do they have go again? I don't remember. Yeah, they have an action point. That's the whole point. They lead the charge. So they're going to push another 7 with the Rosetta. They could take 3. They're pushing 7. And I don't have my Striders now, so I can't block out the 2 from the Rosetta. So I've put myself in the worst possible position here. Looks like I blocked some Rune Chant Arcane. Got nothing to do now. Put a Hypothermia in Arsenal. Maybe that'll save me. I mean, I'm in a losing position, and I'm not sure there's a position that is a winning position from here. I'm leaving them with a 5-card hand, and I'm thinking this Hypothermia is my out. Did just see a lead the charge, hoping not to see another one. And then, of course, I get the Aether Icebane, best card in the deck. Got a chill on the board, Icebane in hand, ice card to fuse it with. I mean, this all sounds great until I realize I'm at 6 life. And it's very easy for them to, I don't know, push 12 to 18 damage in any given turn, really. So what did they got rid of a Revel in Runeblood. They discarded that, so they're searching for an attack action. Tempted to say they get a Gloomveil or a 7 attack. I don't remember. Or maybe they got the card that they got Dread Triptych. This play did not make any sense to me. So now I have the Hypothermia in my arsenal. They have a card that doesn't have Go Again. And I'm just sitting here thinking, well, this would be a good play. Yeah, okay. So I'm just sort of left. I think I pitched this yellow Ice Vein because I'm thinking, well, if I'm surviving this turn, I'm at least going to shoot this red Ice Vein at you. Probably makes sense to just play the Hypothermia at this point. I can tempo that out, put the Ice Bolt in the arsenal. But I can tempo the Hypothermia out and Waning Moon for 3. I mean, it's chip damage. It's not it's not a lot. Surely I just take 4 here for some reason, thinking I have a chance. I don't think that's really optimal. Maybe I block with the Brain Freeze. Go down to 5. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just pass blocks. You're not dead. Ugh. The ice card. So now I really have no idea what I'm thinking. That was a damage spell. Could have been in my arsenal. Could have pushed damage, created a Frostbite. Could have gotten a Waning Moon out of there. Yeah, that's not great. Now I don't have a way to fuse my Aether Ice Vein, which was the whole point of keeping it in my hand. So I can fire 5, and I think that's what I do, but that's just kind of pointless right now. I'm at 5 life. They have another 5-card hand. They've got 3 Rune Chants. They're going to have 4, I believe, when the turn starts. Yeah. So I could be at 2 here, and I could strip potentially 2 cards out of their hand. And even if I didn't play Hypothermia, I could have the Hypothermia in my arsenal. I have a blue Ice Bolt in my hand right now. Play the Hypothermia on their turn when they inevitably play an attack action into, or a non-attack action into an attack action. Stop any Go Again they get. Yeah, exactly. It's Mauvrian Skies, of course. This is perfect Hypothermia territory. And I could have a blue Ice Bolt in my hand. So yeah, I just have to start pitching. I see this Channel Lake Frigid. I doubt it ever sees play here when I'm at such a low life total. So it just took... Yeah, I took the Rune Chant. Play the Hypothermia. So this is my gotcha moment here. Still coming in for 7. This isn't like... Or is he coming in for 7? Oh, I think at this point, I think I tricked myself. I was checking the text on those cards. For some reason, I thought he gained a life. But I was just misremembering. So yeah, coming in for 7, blocking 6. So is Encase the card I need to keep there? Probably not. This is, again, probably block with the Encase, block with the Frosting, keep the Channel Lake in your hand, put it in your arsenal the next turn. That card shuts down their turns incredibly hard. But I think at this point, when you've got 4 Rune Chants on top of any Go Again, plus 2 and 2 from Rosetta, and I'm missing my Strider's AB. I mean, it's just all kind of a recipe for disaster. Right. So this would be the perfect time, right after they do that, play the Channel Lake Frigid. Well, I guess... The Vexing Malice is the card that kind of kills me here because it comes in with 2 Arcane and I can only block 1. Rosetta's going to do the same thing. So that's 2 damage I have to take this turn, basically. So I can block 1 of that. I probably just put Encase in front of the 1. Or maybe I don't block it at all. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Yeah, block that. And then coming in for 1, 2, and 2 afterwards. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing I can do to win this. I think I'm just sort of in denial at this point in the game, and I'm trying to do all the math I can to figure out the way to stay alive, and none of it's adding up. Yep, there's the 1, 2, and 2. And I can block a single Arcane. I can block 1 more Arcane, or I can block 2 of the physical. What do I do? Yeah, I mean, I'm at 1 life here. it didn't matter. Either way, GG to my opponent. So if you see any other lines, it'd be great to know. I'm interested in getting better at this deck, and I think analyzing these matches here where I'm definitely struggling is going to be a great way to improve my play.